Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. It's SoTalk here, and um, this is a tough one, man. I've played this a couple of times, and I lose every single point. So I'm trying to find out. And I get it; it's like saves coming, and I don't really give a shit. I find this to be one of those puzzles where I want to find out if it is winnable. And if it's not, then I'll take the loss. Uh, but I think it's a concept for growth, which is sort of you're stuck with your results on legendary. That just kind of sucks. Sometimes like there's just something you didn't know that you could have used, and there's like a potential for growth. But if you just accept the loss, and it's like, oh, well, that campaign's thrown, and that's like, I mean, I don't have a problem losing necessarily, but I care more about my growth and entertainment than I do something else. What I'm thinking is if we sack the garrison to hold a point, probably here, to be honest, I need to hold, right? Kind of direct him right into my face, just right up in the center here. Where basically everyone here is a melee troop.
Defenders of Kislev.
One of the big negatives is I'm like really slow, so like that's not great. Going up against a bunch of hounds, a bunch of doggos. So let's take a look here. These have the power of 5,000 health, which they don't really do anything because dockable walls are sort of like broken. Yeah. I think this is doable. If these troops were full health, then I think I would have a whole hell of a lot more strength here, but I just don't. Like, I agree with this balance of power up here. I'm shit out of luck and jolly well fucked. I am up the creek with a boulder in my hands. I'm sinking fast, man. This is tough. These defensive sieges, you have to hold something. It doesn't matter what it is, it just has to be something. So I'm thinking, well, this is the best hold on something I have, as long as my people are not 3/4 dead. They have at least 25% health, and they're inside, which they are. They'll gain 15% melee defense, which is not much, unless you have a high amount, but it's something. And they gain some leadership, which is really what I need them to do. I just need them to not run away. Just take it in the face. Man up and like literally fight to the last man. This is like, if you ever met a dwarf, be like them. Fight to the last breath. Which of course dwarves have like way more leadership. Their base melee troops have like 100 leadership or some whack ass shit. This is essentially what I'm trying to do is just direct traffic to not stand on all the points. And to buy me every couple of seconds, because not only is this, and I don't understand you can move that, but then it takes longer for me to get there. And really, the thing is I have to get in here like yesterday, not tomorrow. Get in there, boys. Where's the horses? Okay, cool. Duration is 9 seconds. On the tip of his field, I need to do my shout to give him a charge bonus. Which will be counted. So they have the Orson's Roar, which gives them an extra bit of charge bonus. Which charges don't do anything, so. Okay, where are you guys going? What is the first thing you can go to? Which is right here. So this is going to be what my actual troops go to. I bet you guys are quick. 36 is necessary. Just kind of organize these guys. These are my fucked troops. So it doesn't necessarily matter that they die. I mean, it hurts my balance of power and therefore inflicts army losses earlier. So like that sucks. That's not lost on me. But I just have to get in here, which I currently don't have much of a chance to go hang out here. Just gonna click this as fast as I can. We're still holding 4 out of 5 spots, so he's going for the kill, which is good. He needs to I need him to waste as much time as possible. Which these guys, they're at their, they're god, no, we're getting our cheeks slapped. Of course, he's also a terror causing demon, so it's more of a leadership shock. He's actually faster and stronger enemies nearby. This is why you don't 1v1. Frightened by enemy unit. That's terror. Friends routing. It's other people running away who don't have the piece of shit buff or whatever, like cannon fodder. There's like I can't think of the name off the top of my head, but there's like expendable. That's what it is. Yeah, unit will have expendable, and it's brief description. And if it's expendable, it runs away. A unit that doesn't have expendable won't give a damn because that unit is expendable. It's kind of a bit more literal than what you would think. Yeah, towers are helpful, but they aren't really necessary. Who are you? Oh, you're my troops. Okay.
It is my purpose. Cross command.
Yeah,
Finger of
getting messed with right here. Well, maybe.
Face the frost.
Maybe we go for the kill? No, yes, maybe? They're gonna actually skirmish me, so that's actually kind of good. This pretty dog shit thing. And to kill a blue horror is helpful because that is a huge amount of damage, which is even more morale shock. This is also a tasty potato here too. Eat shit, nerdlings. You have no capping power, you're a flyer, so you don't matter. And he's ignoring this. Well, he hasn't now, but I spoke to some.
I am the storm.
Saved her. We're chewing her ass out. Chaos Warhounds. She has like.
What's the ice?
She's amazing. She's basically.
Arena Catherine.
Saved her
War
life.
of ice.
Oh god. Y'all watched 24 before with the fucking deep. This is exactly what this feels like, man. Tick tock. Here comes Daniel's cock. And spurt mildew. Spestigussus. That sounds like a dinosaur. So none of these units actually have that does. That does. These all have capping power.
Kislev supreme leader.
Yeah, we gotta get in here. What the fuck are you guys doing? It's physics. Okay, I have to get in there like yesterday. So how do I wombo combo this? Come on back,
Wherever
girlfriend.
I'm needed. For the motherland.
I don't know where you are, but like get in. He's right there. Just go fight to the death. Sorry, horses. It's probably about time you die. Where is melee? We need to push like we're having a baby. Okay, there is something I can do here. Fuck, how do I get in? I just have to get in. Sacrifice yourselves.
It is done.
Swordsman, in you go.
Sarina
Catherine, go ahead and pump the brakes. Pump the fucking brakes, bitch. We have a window. We just have to get through all of this. You too. Come on, go this way. Right, he's gonna blob my ass up. Which we've lost that, so I have to stand on top of this, or this is another loss. So this is the problem. Is like no matter what I do, he always gets to me, and there's just like you can't block an area off completely. So this is another loss. I don't think this is winnable. Like, there's nothing I can do here because he wants to fight me, and this is very smart of him to do so.
Feel the breeze. Daughter of ice.
Yep, there, we lost.
Obey the orthodoxy. Retribution. I go. They die.
Yeah, I don't know how to fix this. I can't get my troops to hold on long enough. No matter what spot I've taken, up in his face, in the center, like I can't get my reinforcement army here quick enough. So, what happens to Katerin? Does she take damage, or does she get to retreat because she's not on force march? She's on normal march because she didn't get to ambush Menthol here. Mentash.
not.
Okay. Did you just raise that to the ground? Hmm. Really? I mean, color me fucking surprised. How about them apples? He just blew it up. Okay, that actually isn't all that bad. That loss wasn't as catastrophic as I thought. I was really
The
afraid that
motherland has endured much.
Katerin would
It can withstand you.
die. That was really what I was kind of scared about. I mean, it's a good trade route. I could use the money, so I'll actually accept that. We actually found Krakadrax. Somehow they came down here and I actually got sight of them, which is good. Yep. I don't give a rat's ass about that. Gonna need that.
Tsarina Catherine of Kislev.
So I lost my horsemen, which is okay, because they're kind of overly expensive for what they can provide for me right now.
Ice Queen of Kislev.
Your quartermaster does me no good, so I actually
A
think
gift
going on
from
lightning strike helps
Kislev's
right now.
great gods.
Only chaos commands me.
If I would have known that was the outcome, the strategy would be to just do as much damage as I can to make my subsequent battle easier. So these guys will reinforce him if I attack him.
The
Can I just
Tsarina.
walk past him and attack this fat piece of shit? Right. You're just fucking, you're a piece of shit. You don't actually have items, so you're like completely terrible to me. This really hurts my devotion, but I kinda don't care. Wait, actually, is this good? So it makes a couple of units like really fucking strong. It does give me melee attack to all my army. I'm not building shit. I really think that this is the one. This is the way right here. Ursun's also pretty good, but I'm not going to be occupying a settlement for a while. Maybe, possibly, perhaps. Because if I occupy this settlement, I'm stuck here for like 5 or 6 turns, which does not help me. I have to go conquer something. Plus I have my Patriarch coming, which the sooner I can get this Patriarch in this army, it means I get more experience so he can get his little Salya heal thingy. Ursun's Roar also gives attrition, which helps out Kislev, which I want to say is being Rance.
Not a chance!
That's a different color, unless I'm high. Wait, what the fuck is going on? Green? Oh, it's just like some sort of offshoot of like Marin's red. I really think this is the one. This will also help me get supporters, because Katerin is going to get experience, whether she lives or dies here. This is the most helpful, because it helps put down a extra bit of a slope, since I didn't go down her magic line. This is also pretty damn helpful, and I'm going to be fighting a battle. So that's 2 supporters. That's probably 3 or 4 or 5 supporters. This definitely has more supporters, which I do want to be within reason here to fight him. This sucks. This basically means I will have an incursion like any second now, which will probably be in Kislev, because I don't think I own anything else. Yeah, I don't. So I think we do Salyak, because I'm going to need the replenishment, and it gives me supporters.
Snow is Kislev's ally. We must take shelter.
There's no real reason for me to be on the defense.
Ah,
So what is
makes
easier? Killing Dan or killing his more threatening reinforcing army on my terms, which he has no magic. So his demon should be 10% less physical resistance, where Dan's gonna be a bit stronger, right? Right. Because he has this right here, so for demons, this matters. This is basically their this is their like hold on the material realm. So this is, I want to say, the reason why they did this. If they have high winds of magic, they gain a bonus, and campaign movement range. If they don't, they get less casualty punishment rate for the army post-turn. Leadership is down, which helps. I want to say they get like +8 or something like that, so that gives them a +3 on legendary or for very hard battle difficulty. And then it halves their physical resistance, which I'm immortal, so that's just about all I ever do, which is physical damage. These are the only people who do a magical attack. Well, so did my heroes and shit, but Meowmix is an armor-piercing physical. He does have a slow, though. That's interesting. Didn't give him magical attack. Because it'll give you this funky little thing right there. So it tells you your ammunition's a magical attack, and it causes frostbite, essentially, is how that's doing. And then once they're in melee, they do a magical-based
Embrace this
frostbite
welcome
attack.
call, Kislevites.
If you're getting hit with, I don't know, frozen swords or some shit.
I will permit.
Honestly, like, kind of wish I had regiments over now.
It suits my purpose.
I could use a couple emergency filler troops. Like, this guy's pretty shit out of luck and jolly well fucked.
They are one.
She needs to be guarded well. I don't want to lose her, even though she's not like super great as far as like her abilities aren't like, woo man, I need that, but it's better than nothing.
Yours.
So I'm pretty sure we have nothing more to do here. Oh yeah, you need your sword. Why didn't you auto equip that? It makes no sense to me. It doesn't do much. It gives you a bit more defense essentially. Caterin should take for quite a bit more than
Snow
her.
is
Oh,
Kislev's
yeah.
ally.
Way more. So there. Caterin
Mistress
strength-wise
of
could
ice.
probably do a decent toe-to-toe with Ding Ding.
Not a slave.
So this is less people? Bitch, what? I can't actually walk past him. It's not gonna let me do it, is it? Yeah, it wants me to go to the Forbidden Citadel. Maybe I run away. What are my other options? Because fighting here is like, this is tough fucking sledding right here. My trap to try to 1v1 Daniel didn't work. So I run away, and I don't know what the fuck's out here, and I can't afford to take her out of the army. Well, I mean, I could, but I don't want her to die, but I also need her to participate.
Only chaos commands me.
These are pretty dangerous, but I can manage against this. Plague drones are half dead, so I don't have to worry too much about that. This shit's all very squishy, so this is really the weaker army. This is the more threatening army, even though it's lesser by a couple of troops. He is a death wizard, so killing him will be hard, but his spells aren't
We
like
are
super egregious. He also has very little magic.
Defy chaos.
Well, let's hope we get a good map. I think I can beat him. I think this is going to be a hard victory, but, you know, Caterin, the 2 ice swords, and the hero are what really I want to live, and I would like the cat to survive. However, taking heavy losses pretty much rips all the steam out of my engine, and so I can't really press the attack to actually kill his faction while continuing to farm his big fat retarded red ass. This is a decent location with lots I like this area except for this block of trees. That don't help me. Yeah, we're gonna go full exploitation mode. Pretty much not say action. I just have you just be the melee troop up front, to be honest. So your DPS potential is pretty limited and more replaceable, so all of these melee troops, while I can't replace them just yet, they are expendable. These are the ones that I really want to survive, because I can't replace them, and then my strongest troop, Banan.
We must prevail. The happiness of all mankind is the duty of every Kislevite.
So we're gonna need space to some degree.
With honor!
March with pride.
Go with honor!
Cossacks!
is where I honestly wish I had, like, I really wish, like, basic spearmen were far lower in the ranks of Kislev. That would really help them. They actually honestly need, like, a basic spearman unit. That's just all they are. It's just a spearman, not this dual shit. I understand, like, every single unit, just about every unit in Kislev's roster is, like, some sort of weird hybrid thingy, but... and it's, like, it's fun, but it's also, like, like, these guys and their ability to shoot, that's, reminds me of old Eastern Rome and Attila, like, I want to say they had, like, a javelin attack. Skinks have javelins, if you want a Warhammer reference. So you throw your javelins, and then they get in the melee. These troops, Skinks are pretty terrible.
Serve Kislev! Defenders of Kislev!
Yeah, I just don't have enough people to plug up every hole. So I think a partial checkerboard staggered formation is going to be hot ditties. Which essentially means I need to take up a little bit more space. You guys need to fight with support, especially you since you only have 15 armor. That defense is...
For the throne!
It's also very risky being a mortal that actually runs away from, like, leadership problems, so fighting here, for anybody who may... I already see that as an argument. Some people are like, you're a mortal, right? Yeah, well, getting clapped in the cheeks is more of a leadership shock than people being close to you. I kind of figured he wasn't going to charge at me. He's going to wait for everybody to come by, which is shitty. It means I have to fight them all at the same time, but I know that if I come out in the field, there is no way I will kill him before he shows up. Even with that extra point in the lightning strike, all it really accomplishes is just more magic, essentially. It made him take longer to get here. His forces, I mean, that's not a... You don't give a damn about that piece of junk. He's really no constellation. I wonder if he got the defeat trait for fighting Katerin. Not like it matters. He's already a terror-causing demon. I don't want to say like they get fear for fighting Kislev. Katerin's defeat trait is like... What the fuck, man? It is, it's like really bad. I want to say it's pretty similar to Karl Franz. Which is when fighting for Karl, its empire causes fear. That's pretty inconsequent. It's not good. One of the best defeats trait is Gotrek. Gotrek's and Felix little bundle. Are you done setting up there, buddy? Because I'm not moving. That's what I thought. Eventually he'll come after me. Let me go ahead and hit spacebar. Yep, he's gonna walk. Yeah, send some troops to like do a beginner's skirmish. Slow my roll here. Ladies, you're gonna have to come over here.
Obey the orthodoxy. Taking position.
Your new position will be right here.
Kislevites moving.
Make
Just
war!
some Chaos Warhounds. That's not so bad. Once they get around the cat, we can throw a launch spell on top of them. Right there. 1, 2, 3. Get him out. Yeah, it's not good.
Comrades of the bear.
Here comes Daniel, which is good. So that will be your two's target.
For the motherland! Ursun, Smalia, Dutch!
He's coming right after Katerin, which is about what I suspect. Okay, you're good. You can leave now.
Frozen foot!
Nice. So yeah, these are considered immortal units.
Might them!
Because they're just dogs, essentially. They're just chaos.
Led by right!
So. Spread his cheeks. He's dead. She's fine. Anti-large. This is where having the cat is helpful. He's an anti-large. So she, but well, she can really take damage. Potion of strength. What are we doing in the main front? The actual fearless. So if you can kill these Seekers of Slanesh, that's a very high damage unit, but they are very squishy.
Execute them!
You guys are done.
March
It's
for
the cat's
Kislev.
job now. I can't lose cat.
Frost
She's so
bringer.
close to dead.
Acceptable. The queen marches. It is
She
my
only needs a
path.
couple pieces of splash damage.
Very well.
Cat is dead.
It is so.
Don't fucking leave the
Marina
battlefield,
advancing.
lady. I need you so much.
I am the blizzard! Seeking opportunity.
Alright, Dan
Ursa
dead.
commands!
Which helps out tremendously.
I am glory.
And Lord died. That sucks.
We fight for Ulsan!
Fuck
Annihilate
that.
them!
Water of
Which
ice.
means I have one less magician.
Follow the bear!
Ice guard!
For the motherland!
Hearts of ice! Anything for Kislev!
For the ice.
Well,
My safety! Cossacks!
Slay them!
Feel the breeze. Maiden moving. Spreading hoarfrost. Led by Rhine. Following the squall. Follow the frost. Kislev's bidding. On frozen foot. Seeking opportunity. The power
fighting
of
wins is
winter.
okay, but it's not great.
I am the storm. Wherever I'm needed.
It's not good. Like too much shit.
Very well. Ice guard! Lost command.
I can pick up the W. Kataryn should get the kill for Daniel. This is looking yeah, 300 to 800. Just isn't not with barrier troops. Barrier troops are just too fucking strong. I have 2.5 pieces of life basically. I think this is a loss. Casting is extremely dangerous, but this really is the last of the battle. So
Frost maiden.
you guys
Sons of Kislev!
Follow the bear! March for Kislev. Feel the breeze.
dang, this is too catastrophic of a failure. I can't do this. This basically throws the campaign out the window. Oh shit. That sucks. I fucked it up. Yes, that's what I kind of figured with this strategy. It takes too long to get here and you're screwed. I really, really need a patriarch in this army. Like a patriarch. And the ability to pop a heal down would just help everything survive better. Yeah. Carry and have your potion of strength.
Do not engage! Goya!
He pretty consistently aligns to Khorne, and there's just like
Obey!
nothing I can do. Yeah, this is essentially a throwaway at war, so I didn't get the credit because it wasn't a success. So this campaign is pretty much
Goya!
yeah. I think I failed. He brings 2 armies because he can't 1v1 me. And because he Khorne aligns, these guys, man, they're so fucking dangerous.
I can arrange your execution.
The strategy is just not working.
Boyar of
I mean, you're
Kislev.
basically dead. There's essentially no way I'm coming back here, so...
Patriarch of Kislev.
it doesn't really matter what I click right now. Having this would have really helped.
With this, we stand against chaos.
A step too far.
And I can't even get an army back. And disbanding that army, like, what were they gonna do? They're 2 in deep now. Well, let me guess, he assassinates him? I'm actually kind of surprised he didn't. Huh. Leadership would have been helpful.
No surrender!
The orthodoxy sees all.
Oh, the R button isn't working to run. I can win this, I think. This I know how to win. Whew, it stings, it stings, it stings, it motherfucking stings, it stings. Huh. Maybe you go conquering Kislev people. I mean, fucks your supporters up, but it's like you end up having a fragmented empire by doing this. And I mean, a lot of times I did it on my own without putting it on the record button. I didn't have this much of a problem. Like, it sucked, but it wasn't like this shitty. So these units basically have no damage potential. You do though.
Obey the orthodoxy!
Yeah, these Zarkar are fine. They're like thick as shit, so. This part, like, I understand how to do this pretty well. This isn't all that terrible tough.
Land is power!
Go ahead and throw down a blockade. And then we just sit here. I didn't leave anybody behind, did I? No. Okay. Alright, so yeah, that was like not good. That strategy absolutely didn't work. There's definitely flaws in me strat. And if Daniel aligns with Korn, he beats you up. This right here is pretty simple. We basically just blob them right there and use special magical AoE towers to shoot them. Yeah, this is a bit more like simplistic than you would think. And he doesn't have any terrifying units, so it's just infantry. And basically, because we're going to plug up these holes as well as we can, and this is just to help them survive. The barricades aren't going to do anything. That's what this is for. This is to make this not enticing for them to go and beat the crap out of. I want them here, in this location. And obviously, if this had a stoppy spot, it would be really nice, but it's not. And because this is a walled settlement, I have to take these 2 areas. If I lose any one of these, my ticket bar will start to go down, and then I will lose. So, no. Yeah, obviously, tactically, it would be like better to like take one spot and hang out, but that doesn't work. They take these spots, you lose. So that's how walled settlements work, which is why most people will tell you that walled settlements are bad. Don't build walls. You can build the level 1 part of the garrison, but walled sieges are tough. Special locations are a little bit more powerful. See how this troop, he's got 300 damage. He killed 1 armored Cossack. See how incredibly effective this tower is, and the pretty open spot for everybody to try to shoot in too. And these Zargard will hold for a long time. I think they did a really good job with Zargard. I am thoroughly impressed. I really like Zargard. To the point that I actually think they're desirable to put into your army. These are an amazing frontline troop. They have so much leadership. They have nice silver shields with 55% of small arms archer fire, guns, and they have a pretty high amount base melee defense. So I'd have to look outside what that is because they're getting buffed from this, but still, like they're a thick unit. They don't really quit. Which actually, I think I may actually take one of you guys back and have you plug up this hole. Because these armored Cossacks aren't going to hold on because they're so incredibly damaged. A fart in their general direction and they're just going to quit. And the big thing is, I just need them to stick on top of this zone so they can fight right here. It doesn't really matter. As long as the enemies are held into this zone, they do less melee attacks, so my people hold on just a little bit better. Gonna need some support here. Charging spearmen is a no-no, so all of this cavalry is just going to try to get all these missile troops, and we're going to try to bog them down to sort of give them a different target to shoot at. So while these Zargard are doing really well, they are surrounded. So, to be honest, losing this position scares me more. This ice tower to shoot that spearman. And the big thing with magic is their physical resistance they get from the Morskin rage mechanic doesn't mean anything because these are magical towers. Because I'm pretty sure. Explosive? No. Maybe this is the rule that's magic. I don't know, it looks like a fucking magical bolt.
Abandon the fight! Hearts of ice! The four as one! Speed! Cossacks!
Too much more damage, even though it is Lord Death.
Kislevites!
Right? Yeah, Lord recently died in Game 2. Okay, so he's a minor Lord, so it's not as bad. Let's go ahead and you guys come back. Apparently you're plugging up this hole now. Cavalry is going to be a melee. So I might actually use this. This could be the end of the campaign. I think the auto resolve I did earlier on the Corn faction was stupid. I walked out and what was it, Beastman? The undead Beastman, right? Because I just don't have enough archer presence. However, they've shot like 3,000 shots.
Sons of
That's a
Kislev!
bonus.
Moving! Wherever Nursun asks! Taking position! On the march! Indeed! Taking point! March with pride!
Make war!
A magical attack. That's awesome.
Winged Lancers!
Not really so hot here.
For the motherland!
Did I hit him and send him flying?
Hussars!
On the march!
Into the new grinder you go. Yeah, I don't actually have enough troops here, so this is the end of the campaign. I failed. And they've capped everything they have. I could try to take the cavalry around here and cap this shit to build towers, but it's not gonna work. At this point, we're looking at our
Ice Guard!
The motherland's finest! In Kislev's name!
Ice Guard! Make war! Land is power!
Attack, comrades! Comrades, retreat!
Apparently my strategy wasn't bulletproof as I thought it was. Which is interesting to me, because I actually had like really high success doing this. The incursion was definitely a fuck up. I'll own that.
Hussars!
This may be a very, very
Defenders
few.
of Kislev!
More blinky blinks means we're losing fast. As soon as they stop fighting and push onto this, the odds will go up.
Cossacks!
Interesting.
Comrades of the fair!
ambush mode come on. No wonder you guys are being stupid as shit.
Yes!
Worst addition to the game ever. When the hell did I press the M in the battle and turn that on?
Obey the
There's our
orthodoxy.
losses. They're just tracking in there.
Abandon the fight! Lots of ice!
They're just triggering instead of fire blood.
Ice guard.
Well, I love you guys very much, and yeah, so waiting in Kislev is a bad idea. You essentially let the demons get too strong, and Norska, and they just wear you down too much. That's what I assumed. I mean, if we're lucky, he'll sack it, but I'm sure he'll like raise it or loot and occupy. Which means I don't have a settlement site. I die, I lose. I don't have an army either. Not that that army would have accomplished much. Like, there it is. This is the first campaign in a while I have actually lost like terribly. Some of my very early campaigns I lost just doing stupid shit, trying to figure out what I could do and how far I could press things. Interesting. Yeah, this right here. This from the get-go, not turning around. Yeah, this right here. This was a no-no. This gave me 2. I don't know where the fuck I can click on Caterin to find exactly where my armies are, but 6, 7, 8, 10. Yeah, so that was helpful. That was pretty good for Gestalten to do that. I probably should have taken this too as a staging ground. And then this right here is where I screwed up. Yeah, this right here is where I screwed up. Getting here at turn 15. What the fuck? Dark or Chaos Waste. What the hell are you doing? So I deviated from my original plan. My original plan was to 1, grab your troops, grab another melee lord, and fear. Yeah, it's Salyak fight leave. Salyak fight leave. Well, you don't always have the indication of Salyak actually waiting, and then once the Bjornslings or whatever tribe comes down here because the anti-player bias with their 20, I'll actually prefer to do Urson to just wait them out, so that way the attrition, like, that really messes with them, and the AI will besiege you, but they're not in a camp stance, so then they'll take attrition, and they're like, oh, well, that's no good, I gotta go camp you. So they do the Norscan in camp stance where they raid, and then they siege, and then they stop, and they siege, and they stop, and it just kind of dicks them around a lot. Which is kind of like, man, you know what I mean? I suppose the melee attack one actually also is advisable because there's a battle there for supporters plus the battles that come to hit Kislev. So if you build up the garrison building in Kislev, it becomes like insanely tanky if you do the strat that I had. You just need to have full health people, which that battle would have been fine if I let the beastmen just fight me like normally. That was just a really bad calculation, and plus the extra time coming over here doing this. Yeah, there just isn't really a big point to do that. If you want to do the go punch Danny in the face, you need to get here sooner rather than later. And then he usually does, Doom keeps here, so he occurs something like here. So he normally comes down here and beats the green skins that are here, and then he knows that you're here, so because of the AI can't make decision without all information, so they have like the whole map opened up so they know that you're here, and he comes down here and you just and you come out here and fight him. That's what I honestly should have done. I shouldn't even tried to use the garrison. I should have just went and attacked him. That would have taken out a huge amount of his capability. Then that Nurgle Lord or whatever, then I could have, you know, assessed that situation from there. So those are the things that I did wrong. I deviated from the plan, and my ambush essentially backfired, and that basically made me shed a luck and Jolly Wolf fucked. So I think I think I now know more better what to do. Also, having him dedicate to Khorne early on with the Fleshhounds, like, that's hard to deal with as a mortal. Because anti-large just isn't something we really have, which I suppose I could keep the first Kislevite barracks in order to get the spirit version of Kossars, even though I don't think they're very good fighters. They're better at shooting than they are stabbing shit. I love you guys very much, and I will see you in the next one. I think I will retry this. This obviously didn't work, but I believe I can get this right. Bye-bye.